Get the facts about your snacks. Watching Snacks with Max.
Hey Max, I'm so happy you're here with us in my kitchen today.
Oh my goodness, Angela, this is amazing! I'm so excited to be here at Sellers Point Technical High School. A very special edition of Snacks with Max, by the way. And I believe I can say we are both very excited to have Tony from Jimmy's Seafood joining us today. How you doing, Tony?
Great, Max.
Awesome stuff.
Definitely.
Yeah, go ahead.
Definitely, Max. We have Tony from Jimmy's Famous Seafood today. And Tony, you're going to show us how to make Maryland's most famous food, a Maryland crab cake.
Woo!
You ready, Max?
I'm ready. That's what I'm talking about.
Let's do this. All right, Tony, take the stage.
So basically, we just have our main ingredients that you see in any crab cake here.
What would be like the main ingredient?
The main ingredient is the parsley. No, I'm joking. It's the crab meat.
Oh, of course, the crabs. Yes, I see. That was a good one, Tony.
Max, do you know what a crab is?
Yes, crab is a thing in the ocean, maybe? I don't know. What is it?
It is, Max. It's in the ocean and in the bay. It's actually a crustacean that feeds
crustacean.
off live and dead fish, even lettuce and eel on the floor of the ocean and bay.
Wow. Wait a minute. Is that going to make it taste good?
Oh, absolutely.
Nice. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so what's up? What do we do?
So we got our crab meat. We got our fresh breadcrumbs.
Nice.
And we have our wet mix, what we call, which is your traditional eggs, mayonnaise, mustard, Old Bay, and spices.
I love all those things.
We do too.
Nice.
So we just start by making a slurry, what we call, where we mix the crab cake mix with some breadcrumbs.
Oh.
Man, it looks good already, doesn't it, Max?
It smells good too. I like breadcrumbs.
And then we'll just...
I dropped them on my way here so I can find my way home. So then you're stirring it up. Wait a minute,
Yeah.
you put your fingers in there?
Oh yeah, you have to.
That's awesome. I love using my hands in food.
Won't your fur get in it, Max?
Yeah, but that's what, dry cleaning is for.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yep. All right, so you just add a little more. It's like you
Yep.
gotta find the right consistency.
Exactly. Yep. You just want it to be a little loose, not too wet.
Okie dokes.
And then you just want to basically add in your crab meat from there.
Oh.
Now, does that act as a binder to the crab meat, Tony?
Yeah, definitely. We try to put as little filler as possible to basically where it's just all pretty much crab meat.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Wow, Max, do you see that? Look at those
I
lumps.
know, it's like all crab meat.
No wonder you guys are famous, huh, Tony?
Yes.
Now, Max, do you know that there are male and female crabs, and they distinguish each other a little bit on their back abdomen?
Oh, really? What's the difference?
Tony, you want to tell Max what the difference is between a male and a female crab?
What we say is the back of the female looks like the Washington Capitol, and the bottom rather, of the male looks like the DC Monument.
Oh, okay.
That's a good way.
Well, I know
like
what
it.
they look like, so that'll help. Cool. Next time I go into the Chesapeake Bay, I'll have to check it out. See if I can find some.
Now, how many crab cakes does this yield, Tony?
This depends on what size you're making. You can get 4 8-ounce crab cakes out of here, or you can make them smaller into 5, 6. You can even do like small, like 2 or 3 ounces. So it all depends on how many.
So crab bowl appetizers if you wanted to.
Exactly.
Oh, I've seen those before on menus. That's cool. Or 1 mega crab cake.
Max, how many do you think you could eat?
Oh, I could eat all of them.
Oh, I'm sure you could. I could eat about 2 or 3. 8-ounce ones.
I'll go with a 60-ouncer.
So we're gonna get our fire going here.
This is awesome. Oh, you got fire on there. I didn't even, wow!
Now remember, kids, when you're dealing with fire, you want to make sure you always have an adult handy to turn them on. Is that right, Tony?
Yes, always.
Yeah, it's scary stuff.
You can have some different things happen, especially if you're using propane or at home. Even if it's an electric stove, you definitely want to be careful.
But you know how to be safe with it, right, Tony?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Max, you know what you don't throw on fires?
What's that?
Water. Never throw water on a grease fire.
Oh, what happens?
It's just going to explode. Can you imagine? All right, so make sure,
goodness.
kids, you're safe at home and have mom and dad turn on the stove for you, and make sure you're always there with you.
There you go. Good call, good call. Safety first, boys and girls. Or just have Tony come over and do it.
All right, so what are we doing here, Tone?
We're just gonna patty them up. I'm gonna do like about 4 ounces since we're pan frying them. I don't want to make them too big, so to make sure they cook all the way through.
Nice. You want to make sure your grease is nice and hot for you?
Yep.
Oh, so you put grease on the pan?
Yep. Got a little bit of oil in there.
And what does that oil do?
It cooks it.
Oh, makes sense.
Yeah, you don't want it too hot to burn it real fast, and you don't want it too cold to make it greasy. So I'm just
Gotcha.
looking forward to start smoking here in a second, and then I'm gonna add them in there.
Oh,
Now-
so that's like your signal to start
Yeah,
cooking.
the smoke signal.
Ah, I get a smoke signal, that's awesome.
Yeah, you can see it start
There
sizzling
you go,
a little
starting
bit
crackling a
there.
little bit. Now, Tony, what are some other ways you can cook crab cakes? I know some people like to broil them, pan fry them. What is your preference?
My personal preference is actually the pan fry. You know, I think anything fried tastes better. Broiled, obviously, here in Maryland is by far the most popular and what we sell most of at the restaurant, which is also very tasty. And there's also the deep fry method, which we do at the restaurant.
Totally submerging it?
Totally submerging it, yep. But like I said, this is my favorite because you get the crust, you get the fried flavor, but it's not submerged, like you said.
Absolutely.
I like crusty.
Max, look how beautiful that is.
That is beautiful.
Oh my goodness.
Gosh, can you smell that, Angela?
Oh, take it all in. Take it all in.
Can we eat it now?
I wish you guys could smell this at home, but you're going to have to come down to Jimmy's Famous Seafood and get one for yourselves.
Yeah, man. Or 2. Or 25.
Max, we're just going to give you a whole platter. How about that?
Sounds like a plan.
Now, Tony, how long does this usually take to fry up for us?
So you're looking at about 2 to 3 minutes per side. I'm going to turn the fire down here in a second. We typically want these to set at the restaurant at least for, you know, an hour or two to really form. Because as I said before, we really don't put much binder in there. So you know, like you can see, they're starting to fall down a little bit, which we don't mind. You know, they're going to still stay together. I'm going to take my time flipping them, but you definitely want to let them set for about an hour.
So ideally, guys, you want to make sure refrigeration, is that key for refrigeration to set them?
Yes, yes.
All right, perfect.
Nice. And it's about what they taste like, not what they look like, right? Right?
Correct.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, Max, you know what else something cool about crabs?
What's that?
You know, the largest one ever caught was over 10 inches long.
What?
Can you believe that? 10 inches?
That's huge.
Oh my gosh, give me a dozen of those, am I right?
Yeah, man. I'll take them home. Whoa, what is that?
Max, where'd you go?
It's a spatula,
Ah,
and we have tongs over here to help me land them.
it's for the crab cakes, not for me. Just making sure, making sure.
Oh, look at that,
So good.
beautiful. Oh.
That
Oh,
one has a little too much color.
Look how fast they cook, Max.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's what I was just thinking. So I guess if the fire's higher, it makes it cook faster, or at least maybe
Yes,
not cook
correct.
faster, but it definitely.
I'm gonna turn it
Browns
down a little
faster.
bit here. We'll get a better color on the other side, but this is basically the color that you'll see from submerging it as well.
Nice.
Ooh.
Now, do you want them to be a little moist on the inside?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
And it's that nice velvety texture you get in a Maryland crab cake.
Nice.
So now we cook these a couple minutes on each side, and we're gonna throw them on the plate.
Wow, are they beautiful or what,
This
Max?
might be my second favorite part.
Oh my goodness. Max,
And
so
we're
you can
coming
eat,
up on my first favorite part.
Max, so you can eat all 3 of these?
You done right?
Man, how beautiful those look, Tony. Oh,
Man, oh man.
that's what Maryland's all about, guys, right here.
Look at that. Oh, what else do you have on the plate? Oh, wait a minute. There's one more thing, right?
Yeah, we're gonna throw a little parsley on there.
Oh,
Wow. What a beautiful colored plate.
good technique.
What is the sauce you have
Thanks.
served with this, Tony?
That's our Chesapeake base sauce, actually. It's our version of the remoulade.
Oh, cool.
wow, that looks
Mustard
absolutely-
base, mayonnaise, a lot of spices, lemon juice, Old Bay, of course.
Now, you know what the most important thing is to do now? We have to try it.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, here you go.
Thanks.
Max, you want me to feed you?
Yeah, give me a little taste of that.
Try it.
So
So good. All right, let me try a little.
Oh, that's good stuff. Very good.
Oh my goodness, Tony. That's absolutely unbelievable. Great job there. I want to thank Tony from Jimmy's Famous Seafood for coming out today. Again, thank you for being a part of Team BCPS. It really means a lot to us. And coming to my house today, Max, I really
Yeah.
appreciate you being here.
I love my Echo. Echo is a big kitchen.
Yes, it is, Max. Again, thank everybody for being here, and thank you again, Tony. I
Thanks for
appreciate it.
having me.
Yeah.
Thank you.